All right, everyone. I am live. Wait, I don't think I'm live. Okay. All right, great. I'm live. So it's been a while. Been a whole entire week since I went last live. I think. Man, the older I get, the shorter my memory is. I don't even know how when was the last time. Um, I went live. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong screen. One moment. There you go. So unprofessional, I know, right? All right. So today, we are going to be rendering and layering a lot of pages. We're going to be drawing some of them too, because I'm almost done with the sixth page for my manga. I also have two clients that I'm working with, a total of 11 pages today. Okay. Um, and we're gonna try to get through all of them. We're probably not gonna do that. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of work. It's probably gonna exceed at least 9 or 10 hours worth of work, right? So I'm gonna allocate all those hours, um, maybe today and tomorrow, and I got until Monday to finish all of this, right? And I need to get paid because man, my computer broke down last week, the other day actually, a few days ago, and it cost me a fortune. And you all know that I actually don't have a job right now. I actually gave up all my clients to focus on this content creation thing and also to create my novels. I actually have some money prepared, so don't worry about me. I'm financially okay. But I'm running on fumes here. Okay, I can't spend too much money on stuff that I don't need to. And I definitely didn't need to upgrade my computer, but it broke down, and I couldn't find the parts that I needed because my computer is kind of old. Well, some parts of my computer is kind of old. So I ended up at least upgrading to something a bit more mid range. I could something I could afford, right? I think I spent around $400 just to fix my computer. Hey, half piece, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. You're the first one in, I think. I was just saying that there's gonna be a lot of pages we're gonna be working through today. Oh, cold Sprite. It's the best when during summer. Better than Coke, in my opinion. All right, let's just get through this because this again is gonna be a lot of work. Where are my layers? There we go. I'm gonna start with I you know what? I'm not gonna start with this one. We're gonna start with the last one, this one, because it's incomplete. Layers, what's up, man? People coming through. Yeah. So I'll as always every week I drop pages for you all. And if you guys have questions, so a lot of people are in the Discord server are well, some people are in the Discord server are having trouble drawing their manga. If you ever want me to go through some of your problems writing or drawing, just let me know. Okay, I'm happy to oblige you all. Oh yeah, I'm late. I guess no, man. I just started like 5 minutes ago. I literally just drew my first stroke there. So no, you're not late at all. I think I want to draw for his weapon. Right, this is a makuhito. Makuhito. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a weirdly spelled name. Why did I see gaming title? Oh, because I upgraded my computer and I can finally stream games, guys. That's right. I forgot to tell you. So maybe later, just after I finish drawing, after I exhaust myself when drawing, I could just maybe cool down with you all, play some games. I don't know how that's gonna work, but yeah, it's something new that I want to introduce to the stream. We'll see. Okay, I'm not sure yet. That's why there's also a maybe there. Am I making a spy thriller manga like James Bond? Oh, that's so cool, man! I don't think there's too many of those going on, right? I mean, there's Detective Conan. Oh, that's not really James Bond. Maybe James Bond slash. Sherlock Holmes ish, but there isn't. I don't I don't I don't see any manga or anime that takes that genre too seriously. Spy Family was a bit too kiddish. You know, it's too childish for me. I couldn't take it. I know it's popular, but it wasn't for me. Um, Buddy, I also watched Buddy Daddy. It's a spy anime in the same vein as Spy Family, but taken a bit more seriously. Still a bit kiddish, but a bit more seriously than Spy Family. Few months more, POE 2 become free. Oh yeah, you know what? That you're right. It's about to be released. I think end of the year, right? I've been playing POE 2, but I'm not really that good at it. I still don't know how to craft stuff. It's really confusing. So I'm pretty much just a casual POE 2 enjoyer. I play a lot of games actually. I used to play a lot of games, but at the moment I'm only playing Path of Exile 2, Call of Duty as well as Battlefield. I play both of them. I only play Call of Duty because of my friends. They play there, but I've been having a problem with that game for ever since I upgraded my computer, so I can't play it, which is a bummer because yeah, I got a lot of friends there. Um, I really don't like this drawing. I'm not sure if it makes sense to you guys. Compete with the with lit title sequence. Complete with the title sequence. A title? Oh, you mean like the James Bond title sequence kind of thing? Pillars of Eternity. No, it's Path of Exile. Did you guys watch the Summer Games Fest yesterday? A lot of really good games that was announced. What was it? Oh, and Lords of the Fallen went to open beta. I think I want to play that. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can download that. I kind of want to play that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah. Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen 2. It should be on beta. Oh, it's not. Not anymore. Ah, damn it. I missed it. Ah, okay. So it was only yesterday. Wait. Okay, so yeah, it was only yesterday. Ah, well. Um, that would have been cool though. Now I have learned how to write song lyrics. It's hard. Oh yeah, you know that's a different beast to learn. Um, right? It's a different form of art. What else was announced yesterday? Stellar Blade. That was really cool. Graphics. The art style is a bit different. I kind of like the shift. It's a bit more realistic. I haven't played the first one, but my cousin plays it a lot. Actually, a lot of my cousins plays it a lot, and I some of my friends also plays it, and I've watched them play it. I played it on their console, um, and it was a pretty good game. I just can't afford a game right now. That's why I'm not playing it myself. But I'll probably end up playing Stellar Blade, the first one before the second one comes out. He has a thing in his ear, right? Like something like this. I think I forgot to draw this on another panel. This detail on his ear. This guy is supposed to be a Aztec inspired character. He's corrupted. He's like the a villain in chapter 2. So after chapter 3, what I planned after chapter 2, I plan to go back to my first chapter and fix it up a little bit, just a few details here and there. Um, I because I've been looking at it, right. I think I can improve on the artwork just a little bit, as well as make a webtoon version of chapter 1. That's gonna take a while, because I just wanna expand my horizon a little bit. I know I'm supposed to be the manga guy, but when it comes to like marketing myself, I want as many eyes as possible to my work. So I want to convert it to a webtoon, where it's like a vertical format. I know that I don't really like that. I've worked with some clients that has that style into their work, and it's okay. It's not like, it's not horrible. I just prefer manga. Um, but basically the same principles really apply. It's just a different resolution, different format. Versa, hi man, what's up? I see you're up there in Twitch. Okay, let's see how this. I'm gonna adjust my chat a little bit so I can see Twitch too a lot more quicker. There's a lot of things that are distracting me, and my eyes naturally goes to Discord because that's where most of my chatters are. Okay, so this arm should be like this. Yes, this thing, right? This shoulder pads outfit going on. No, this shoulder should be here. Give me a sec. Ooh, really good. And next week I'll be starting a book, a new book, um, that I'm working on. Actually, I'm starting like 3 books at the same time. I'm kind of on a roll. It just means that my chapters will be a lot slower because I don't have any assistants, nor can I afford one really. But I there's some ideas that I wanna do. Such a mess. This is such a mess. Actually, I want to cock his hand a little bit back here, like that. Ah, seriously, erase that. It's such a mess. Tricep goes like this, and then this would be the bicep. Um, then the bend. He has a hand that's a bit cut off, and something's growing out of it. There's a bit of a corruption here, with his character going on. So this is Lorelak, this villain who attacks the village. Hikari is not here yet. Um, he encounters one of the father of one of Hikari's friends, who is also the sheriff of um, this village, and he fights him as well as a few people. This is just the part where the fight almost finished with this character. A bit of a spoiler, right? Just a little bit. I don't mind giving that out. Okay. So now the overgrowth, kind of like deformed tumor kind of hand, teeth and nails coming out of it. A bit grotesque. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now there's some bones here coming out. For the title sequence, I used the storyboards from the movie as an inspiration. You know what? There are some James Bond movies that I can think of. Um, that has a storyboard like intro. You know the music. Like I need to move the entire thing or move this thing right around here. Yeah, better. The one from Doctor No. I don't remember the James Bond titles anymore. But I remember we had in design class. I remember we were studying one of James Bond's introduction, and it was I don't particularly remember what it was. Okay, what James Bond it was, but I remember the artist who made it, or at least um the artist where the artist who made it took inspiration from, and it was this artist called Saul Bass, a very popular um graphic designer in I think in the 70s or 80s. He's not the artist who made the intro. Okay, he's just the inspiration um, of one of his intros in his art style. But yeah, you should look him up. Soul Bass. A lot of very abstract art there. Hold up, I go and research it. Yeah, so Richard Solbass. Again, he's not the artist who made the James Bond intro, but his art is pretty interesting. It was used as one of the inspirations, or one of the, I don't remember which James Bond it was, but he was used as an inspiration for one of their intros. I really want to do something like Inoue. I keep forgetting his name. God damn it, Inoue. Artist for Slam Dunk. Inoue something. Takehiko. Okay, that's the one. I want to do something from him. Just because his art is so cool, and I think it's totally in line with what I'm doing. I know it's like the thing I'm doing right now isn't anything near on his level, but I want to see how far I can go. All right, so the spear should be piercing his hands. So we're going to change his position a little bit, something like this. Okay. I know I need to edit that. I'll do that later. There's a lot to figure out. Ah, okay, he gets pierced at the wrist. Should be like this. You know what? We'll keep this, and then we'll bend it a little more. I'm kind of screwing this up, to be honest with you, and put it like that. Okay. You can bend his hand a little bit more too. See, poses like this, I totally need. I should look up a reference because they're quite complicated, even for me. Okay, let's just leave it like that. There's something wrong with his thumb. I know. I'm gonna resketch the entire body here, especially this hand thing. I'm sure that's fine, right? Bit of an extreme pose, and here. Okay, I think I know where to go with this. He's back. Kind of weird, right? He's We shouldn't be able to see his arms, just his forearm. Okay, so like this. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and then the arm should be hidden because of the angle. Ah, this is so messy, man. Don't draw like this, okay? Well, the thing is, I find it fun, even though it's messy. It's fun to me. It takes a while though. It takes a lot longer than normal. But who cares about that, right? I'm not in a rush. Nobody's in a rush. It's not a race. Just have fun with it. Who cares? By the way, I got an may have been a bit harsh on some of my criticism on the Discord there. I think it was Manga Boy who had some problems because people were insulting his art, and I told him that you know his art is a bit of a beginner art, right? And the reason why I had to say that it sucks because I want him to improve and not because I wanted to insult him. And sometimes you gotta know where you are, man. And I'm here to help you out with that. And my criticisms might seem harsh a little sometimes, but that's because but it's coming from a place of of love. I want you guys to see improve and realize that feedback, especially from me, is designed to keep making you go forward, right? It's not supposed to insult you, not supposed to belittle your art, although it may seem that way at first. But feedback is how we improve too, man. In fact, I would say feedback is one of the things that will make you improve um faster. Even feedback from non-artists, you either take them seriously or don't, you know? And I take feedback, constructive feedback, really seriously. And even if you insult my art, which my art gets insulted a lot, by the way. I just don't show it. I'll be right there with you, man. I'll be insulting it with you. It's pretty terrible. I know. Not I don't have any insecurities about my my work. It's what it is. So to Manga Boy there on my Discord, just keep drawing, man. Don't give up. Keep drawing, okay? Don't let feedback get in the way of your progress. Lower your ego. Realize that your drawings aren't there yet, and take note of that. Okay, that word yet, and keep going until you're there. And guess what? You'll never be there because nobody is. Art is a lifelong journey. There's always a new ceiling um, for you to break. I'll draw the spear later. Supposed to be a spear that stabs this guy as he's mounting um the guy here. Right? Whoa, fill in. Hi, I'm the one who asked about the process tools a couple of days ago. Want to support you with viewership, but sadly, I'm too busy with university and immigrant life stuff. Keep up the amazing work. Thanks, man. The process and tools. Did you ask me that on Discord? Sorry, I also kind of get that inquiries and on my TikTok too. Um, you might have a different name there that that I recognize than the one you're using right now. But good luck in your studies, man. Yeah, yeah. I wish you well, man. I know it's hard. I was an immigrant student once upon a time too. I went to a school in Australia, and guess what, guys? I got deported. This was back in 2007. I went there for 3 years. Came back early 2010, and let's say 2.5 years. Okay, because May. I went to May, and I went back in I think January 2010. So let's say 2.5. Let's say I'll write it off to like 3 years, right? Who cares really? But I got deported because my visa expired, and I didn't know that visa could expire because I was just really there for um because my auntie took me in when my grandmother died and nobody was gonna take care of me. And I was a little kid, I didn't know much about how visas work. Those expire? Oh my god! So I was like an illegal immigrant for like 8 months, and I didn't even know it. Um, But it was actually a very fun time back in 2009, 2007 or so, where this whole immigration stuff isn't really wasn't really heated. People weren't really that radicalized yet when it comes to politics. It was a good time, man. I didn't experience any form of racism at all from Australians. I don't know how it's like there nowadays, but I'm guessing because of the climate, the political climate, it's changed now. People are more radicalized and more ready to move shit, like stuff like that. Um, but yeah, those were one of my golden years. You know what I mean? What is this leg doing? So wait, go like this. Okay, and then bend forward here. Okay, that looks good. Looks good to me. Good enough. So I got deported back to my country in 2010, and it was kind of a sad time, really, because I wasn't that familiar with my country anymore when I got back. Well, it's not because I wasn't familiar, it's because I lived on a different place than when I was born. Okay, so I was born in this place called Ormoc, in like the middle of nowhere, Philippines, right? And when I came back from Australia, I started living in a capital, and the capital is a lot more noisy, a lot more the fast living kind of lifestyle than what I was used to back in like a small town. So I was kind of scared. It was a scary time, especially those days where as a as a kid, you hear a lot about your own country, a lot of bad stuff, especially when you're an immigrant kid and you don't know much about your own nation and how it's perceived overseas. It's there's a lot of bad stuff, bad rumors that weren't necessarily true back in the day. That stuff, and yes, those years were amazing. Yeah, I know, right? So it took me a while to get adjusted here, and I had trouble making friends just because the culture was so different from what I was used to. Like for example, in Australia, we were encouraged to speak out to our teachers if they make a mistake, and here apparently that's not the case. You just have to be quiet, all right? Um, so I kind of did that, and I was like looked at as the weird guy who talked to our teachers. The teachers kind of found it funny though. They didn't really mind me doing that. I mean, they understand. I think. Also, I went to school in the provinces, like I said, right? But in elementary, and then I just went to high school in Australia. But and I could sort of compare the schooling system in my country and here, and it's not even close, man. Not seriously. Especially the teachers. Teachers are so nice in Australia. I'll never forget all of them. I remember all of them. They were like they were like more like a second parent than anything. Because in the Philippines, your teachers would just kind of kick your ass, and I'm not talking about a metaphorical beat down, right? I mean, they would literally beat your ass with a stick. They would make you kneel in salt, like sea salt. Those kind of things were kind of made me rebel um, when I was a kid because I didn't like my teacher. So okay, I'm gonna cut class. But when I went to Australia, the punishment was way different, right? It wasn't like detention, but whenever I did something wrong or I became a bit of a problem kid, a delinquent, my teachers would always talk to me in a way, in a very like adult kind of way, where they speak in this calm and disappointed voice, Like, man, I expected more from you. I'm really disappointed from you did this. You cut class, and that kind of made me feel bad about myself. And I didn't want to because they spoke to me with a lot of respect. It made me feel bad when I cut class or I don't study for an exam, for example. So I really picked up my pace, right? I really um, studied and worked hard just so that my teachers, won't do that to me again. Because it's heartbreaking to hear them. I expected more from you. You're really good at this, but now you're doing this. Okay, all right, sure. I truly listen to them more than any of those kind of punishment in the Philippines where they just kick your ass, which is weird because I kind of advocate for that now, or capital punishment, just because there was also some benefits to it in my opinion, but maybe not too much in a way that we were beat up, right? Maybe not something like that, but it has to be a middle ground. Okay, this makes sense. I think it makes sense. Now I just have to face the problem with the spear. Oh, and this hand too. If you have a choice to settle down in one place without financial constraint, which country would you? Oh, that's easy. I think about that a lot, and that would be Japan, man. Japan, brother. Um, I kind of reminisce about Japan all the time, to be honest with you. And we had plans to go back this year, but because of the oil crisis, my wife and I decided to just, maybe next time, maybe not this year. But yeah, we actually have a plan to migrate to Japan very soon. Well, not very soon. I want my son to go to school here first, learn the language before he goes there. But that is the long term goal, is to move to Japan. If you don't have a choice to settle down in one place, oh, okay, I thought you said that again. Sorry. Okay. What about you, man? What country would you settle down in? If for the longest time if I was asked that question, I would say the Philippines. But because of, I've tasted the um how life is in other countries, and I just realized how much infrastructure and services that the Philippines are lacking. I kind of don't want to raise my child here anymore, you know. But when I was single, I was so happy to be living here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna die and be buried here in my home country. I love this place. But since I had a kid, it kind of makes you think a bit differently. All right, now we got the spear problem. Let's just draw two lines here. Oops. Like that. That have been straight. Maybe we could bend it. Okay, that looks kind of okay. We'll go with it. All right. Yeah, let's just extend it off panel. Hmm. Okay. And through the arm and through the chest here. So let's erase that. And some blood coming out, especially from the other side. Let's like add a lot of blacks here, indicate some blood, right? Maybe even blood pouring down like this a little bit. And finally the spear. I don't know how this looks. What do you guys think? I kind of want a wide shot here, a big panel. I think I need to move them a little bit. I'll do that later once I finish the thing. And let's make a perfect tip for the spear. Okay, shrink it. Is that too big? It's fine. It's just a. It's not really a spear. It's more like a um, what you call it, for like for fishing kind of spear. But it's not like a battle spear, like a war spear, right? Because this is a village, and they don't really have much military weapons on here. So the spear kind of look very generic. Okay, I like that. Oh yeah, the weapon. I also need to do the symmetry tool again. Okay. So this is a weapon called the Makuhito. I actually, again, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's spelled really weirdly. Okay. It's an Aztec weapon, and it's supposed to have these obsidian stones, really sharp obsidian stones that breaks on impact, and it leaves like shards on your skin, or it maims you. So it's a real weapon in real life, and I'm just using it here. It's a very brutal weapon too. How much did I miss? I'm along a bit. About an hour. It's okay. I'll be streaming for more. I have nothing to do today except for doing this. I'm from Myanmar, which is war-torn country. Really, I didn't know that Myanmar has had a war. I attended language school in Tokyo for a year and had fun vibing with fellow Southeast Asian people. It feels like we are very similar in viewing social values. I think so. Yeah. Um. I think it's because the Southeast Asia, around our area. Is Myanmar in Southeast Asia? It's near there, right? But is it considered Southeast Asia? I'm not quite sure, but I know it's near. It's not too far from Southeast Asia. I know where it is. because I had a I had I'll tell you, I had this classmate back in Australia. She was from Myanmar. Okay, and dude, she was so hot. She's so cute, and we were close friends, but we weren't really anything romantic or anything. I just found her attractive, but it's kind of creepy, I know. Um, but hey, that's just how I feel right. But we were close friends, we were a big group of friends that were close, and she was one of them. And I remember there was a storm that hit Myanmar back in I don't know what it was, 2008 or something. Uh, Maybe you know about it. But me and my friends, including her, gathered all of our expenses, and we hosted a advanced screening for the Chronicles of Narnia 2. When did that happen? I bet if you can find out when that happened, you'll figure out what storm I'm talking about, or what I don't even remember. It was a storm. Maybe it was some disaster that happened in Myanmar. But anyways, long story short, the proceeds to for the advanced screening, by the way, it means that the cinema already has the tape, and we just paid them to screen the movie 2 weeks before it was supposed to be released. And we sold about $2,000 worth of ticket, and every single one of them went to Myanmar. Some I don't remember the charity that we put it into, but it was it was also supported by our school. And yeah, man, it was pretty. It was one of my memories um, that's related to your country, and that's why I know where it is. And I think, wait, I think it's near Southeast Asia, right? I could probably double check that right now. Oh yeah, it's totally near Southeast Asia. It's like right next to Thailand. Malaysia was like right next to you. Yeah. Is Myanmar part of Southeast Asia? It is. Oh, okay. Well, that's sick. Also, we are Southeast Asian then. Cool, cool, cool. I just don't know until what territory Southeast Asia is considered. I can. I'm also curious what disaster we were doing that for. It came out in 2008. Okay, so if I say 2008, Myanmar cyclone. Oh, it was a cyclone. Okay, yeah, it was a cyclone. There we go. Burma, Nargis, cyclone Nargis, landfall in Myanmar in 2nd of May 2008. That was probably around that time. Yeah, between 2007 and 2009. We did that event back then. My school hosted a lot of those things, and they just really delegate a class to help them around with it. It wasn't really um, our idea. We just helped it. We just helped organize the event. Well, the Chronicles of Narnia was our idea. We said that okay, we could probably host an advanced screening. So we went to our local cinema, and they said, yeah, okay, we can do that. We printed out like custom tickets, and we were like suits and stuff. Such a fun night. If I were to time travel, let's say I I groundhog myself, right? Which means like when you wake up and you die and you just go back in time with all everything you know. Um, I'll probably go back to 2007, the day I landed in Australia. Those were really fun times, man. And I'll invest all of my money in Bitcoin. Okay. I guess, oh, the hand. I forgot. Wait. Okay, so doing this, right? So this would be here. Yeah. I should have started with the pinky. Somewhere here. I kind of want to make the, because this looks weird, right? I want to make the hands a little lower. Let's see how that goes, okay? Something like this. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. When COVID calmed down, the dictatorship started, and civilians' deaths are near a million right now. I think, despite the infrastructure being hopeless, Southeast Asian countries have the most fun and honest society. You know, I heard about that too. You know, if a society is about a lot more honest and friendly, they tend to have poor infrastructure. I'll get into that a bit more. But if a society is a bit more, I wouldn't say unfriendly, but a bit more aggressive, they have like good infrastructure. And the reason why is because, for example, I don't know about your country, but in the Philippines, we're really friendly, right? We're like welcoming here in the Philippines. We don't really complain because, you know, we just I don't want trouble. I don't want to complain, even though we're being screwed by the government. Nobody's complaining. Um, and so, because nobody's complaining, because it's a friendly society, then, you know, you just get screwed up by the government, and you kind of don't get any improvements with the you know, the infrastructure, because nobody's complaining. It's a friendly society. But for places like Japan, where they kind of they are friendly, but they know how to switch that complainer on, you know. And if something's wrong, they kind of point it out there. So they're not they don't have any lack in infrastructure. Am I making sense here? I don't know if I'm explaining that right without sounding a bit racist there. um but yeah, I don't know if that's true anyway. I just read that online, and I kind of see how that is, you know, how they came to that conclusion, because you got to be able to complain when something's wrong is happening. And in my country, we don't do that. Well, we complain, but we just complain in social media, not through the proper channels. And really, who cares about social media when it comes to government, right? It's just not, it's not a real place. Is that too big? I think it's too big. Let's give him the nails and some like random nails here too, growing out of his arms or his fingers rather. Filipinos have the best voice I have ever met. Would you mind singing? No, 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 that's not true at all. No, I can't sing. I'm one of those Filipinos who can't sing. Okay, I know we're kind of known for that, but no, no, no. You're killing me, man. I got like 3 viewers right now, and if I start to sing, that'll be like zero in like 5 seconds, right? Okay, I kind of like this. Let's add some blood here around here too. All right, there we go. And now that makes sense. So he's laying down. He then starts to uh attack him while his spear is in his hands. And over here, I think I want to draw the hands a little bit here, right? But not too much. Okay, let's see how this goes. Mm-hmm. It's a chance to become a first singing mangaka. Maybe like after 10 years worth of singing lessons. Yeah, I will. I'll consider it. That sounds enticing, man. 20 years worth of singing training. Talking about Japan, I'm currently in Hokkaido, majoring in design. It's a great country. A lot of Western entrepreneurs and content creators moved in uh, and settled down here. Ah, man, I wish I could be there. I've been there only once, to be honest with you. Last year, it was so good. I'm kind of jealous of you right now that you're there. I want to be back. Hokkaido, huh? Hokkaido. Where's Hokkaido? Hokkaido. Oh, that's in the northern part, right? The the top island of Japan. Hokkaido. It's all I heard it's always cold there, being in the northern hemisphere and all. Oof. Okay, I think this is almost done. But yeah, man, Japan was really great. Uh, Before I went there, I heard a lot of I was really scared that the Filipinos won't be greeted as well as other Asian countries in Japan. But dude, everybody in Japan was amazing, man. It helps if you can speak the language a little bit because it's not an English speaking society. They can speak a little bit, but it's not like the Philippines where everybody here can speak English perfectly. And so, if anybody there looking to travel to Japan, you don't have to learn the language, but it does help to know a little bit of it. Okay, this is good. Is this even right? The right hand. Okay, right hand, right hand, right hand. Okay, that is correct. Um, we'll draw a pool of blood around this area too. I wonder what it will take for me to migrate to Japan. I probably need a job there that's not manga related, or get a business visa and start a business there. There you go. Okay, I just need to do the background for that. But let's leave this page for now. I'm really happy how this turned out. I mean, it looks pretty bland at the moment, right? We'll fix that. Fun enough, I'm the only foreigner in my entire university, but everybody everybody's really kind. My Japanese is a mess, but still somehow surviving. That's nice, man. I bet you're having a lot of fun there. When I was there, I was in Tokyo, and I also went to Osaka, and I went to Nara, and it was really fun. It was really fun. I watched I went to the Todaiji Daibotsu in Nara. It's like the biggest bronze Buddha statue in the world, and it was housed by this absolutely gigantic building, and it was so big. The building was so big that I couldn't imagine what it would have taken to build this on, like, back in those days, right? My only advice is this: do not move in here as a full time employee. The only good way to settle down here is if you've got a stable business and income. That's what I was thinking too. Because I've looked this up, right? And I need to basically I need to be rich first. Easy task, right? All right, so let's get into more laying out page, because we got like a lot of all of these pages, right? See these things on top. I got to go through all of those pages. Uh, hmm. All right, so let's start with not this one. This one's already done. Let's start with This one. Oh, look at this. There's still some drawings here that I need to do. Those are super cute too, but I'd still prefer a fellow Southeast Asian girlfriend. By the way, how are you drawing in the quality without burning out? I'm already exhausted from typing. Well, I'm kind of used to it, you know. This is also, well, these pages that you're seeing now are pages from the manga that I'm making, but some of these pages are also client based, and I work as a full time mangaka for other authors. So I've been doing this since 2020, so I'm kind of used to drawing every day. In fact, my computer broke down the other day, and I couldn't draw, and I was just depressed the entire day, right? Because this is like my yeah. For some people, it's gaming when they relax. For me, it's drawing. This is like my time to take a much more relaxation approach to life, right? I'm pretty chill. And also a system kind of work, a system where you divide your work every single day also works. For example, on a Monday, that's all storyboarding stuff, and I don't do anything else but storyboard, and that only usually takes me around 2 or 3 hours um, of sketching. And then Tuesday, that's laying out all my panels, setting everything up so that I can just draw them all at on one go, and that takes me around maybe an hour. Okay, so and I don't do anything else. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's my like that's my work days. That's where I really lock in, and I work around 4 or 5 hours a day during those days, because it this takes a while to do this cleaning up. The cleaning up phase takes a while to do, and then Saturday, I just need to what I'm doing now. This is what I'm doing this on Saturday. I'm setting up all my pages, um, copying and pasting them into individual page and laying out all the layers and stuff like that. Uh, this takes me a while, but it's pretty relax. It's a relaxing process. It's not really that stressful because all of the drawing parts has already been done for me, and I can just chill. That's why I don't get burned out, because I have a system. So that on Sunday I just need to render this, and that takes like maybe 30 minutes per page. If I have a lot of pages that week, then it takes me around 4 or 5 hours to finish. And again, it's pretty relaxing. It's not stressful anymore during the rendering phase. So really, I'm only working really hard on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to finish at least. Well, right now I'm finishing 11 pages. So I got 3 days of hard work, and then the rest of the week is pretty chill. And that's why I don't get burned out. You get burned out when you just work hard every day, when you're just drawing every day really intensely, then you get burned out. But if you just draw at least 3 times a week, for example, or twice a week, sometimes even depending on the week, then it's not really that stressful anymore. Yo, some dude is spamming. Who's dude? Where is he spamming? I don't see any spam. I don't see. Sorry. That's me. I keep losing my chat. Would you mind sharing some networking advice? I like how you find clients and publish publishers. It's okay if it's private. I don't actually have any publishers. I am self published, and I kind of leave the publishing part to my clients. I just do the art. But I can give you advice on where to find clients. Okay. First of all, I'll start a social media page, and that's probably I'll start with the number two advice. Okay. Start a social media presence. I really don't have much of it. In fact, I only have like a 500 followers on Instagram, but that's actually enough for you to get noticed from clients. And did I miss something? I don't think you did. I'm just talking about that. But around 500 followers on Instagram was enough for me to find clients. TikTok as well. I got like 1,000 plus. I think you call it followers in TikTok, right? And that's enough for me to get clients. But the number one source of income I have is through Upwork. Actually, this website right here. Um, I'll show you. Actually, I'm not sure if I can do this. Okay, but see, there are some jobs here. This guy pays $10,000 to adapt his manga into a light novel. To adapt a light novel into a manga. Right. For example, you can apply there. I actually already have applied to this job, and you just kind of wait for them to choose you. So it's a numbers game, right? You kind of just keep applying jobs here. So, and I'll show you my clients. So these are some of my clients, right? I got a few of them. Only a bunch of them are active, right? I think Logan is active. Like one, two, three, four, five, is it six? So I got six clients at the moment. Well, Abe is no longer with me. So I got five clients at the moment. Four. One, two, three, yeah, four. I got four clients active at the moment. So this is like a really good place for you to start your freelancing career. A boy illustration. What the hell is this? Um, but yeah, I've been working on this platform since 2016, and it's been great, man. I've been a full time artist since then. Hopefully that helps. So those are my two main ways to get clients. Um, but yeah, really, there's nothing to it. You can tell something about my manga. Can I tell something about? Yeah, of course, man. I would love to hear about your manga. But who's spamming? I don't know who's spamming. I don't see a spam anywhere. Thanks. That's very helpful. Also, sorry that I stole a quiet amount of your time. No, it's okay, man. You didn't steal anything. In fact, I appreciate you talking. All right, so let's actually lay these pages out now. Oh, this is poorly drawn. One of my friends said he digitized my manga, and now I'm finally happy. Oh, you end up doing it? Did he end up doing it? Do you want me to show everybody on stream? You can send it to the Discord server, and I can review it for you if you want. Only if you want, though. No pressure. Okay. He is doing it. Okay. Cool, 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 man. What's up with this music? Let's go this one. There you go. Much better. Rain Day. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay, this looks good. I should draw his arm. No, that's fine. We can do is draw some effects. Blood splatter, maybe. Okay, that looks good. And blood effects here. We'll add some like this slashing effect later. Okay. Actually, maybe we'll add the blood later too. Did I just saw your video of how to draw hands, and that really helped me. I'm like finally draw it not perfectly, but yeah. Open the stream and saw peak. Hey, is it peak really, or I think I'm still climbing a mountain to get to the peak, right? That's what it feels like. Oh, by the way, this is one of my creatures that I designed for the story, and this drawing will become a part of kind of like a bestiary. I think it's called a bestiary, where I kind of make a book where it's depicting all the otherworldly creatures outside of the Dredgelands in the manga. Right, there's this barrier, and beyond the barrier is the Dredgelands, and it's mostly unknown. So, but all the known things are in this book. So imagine there's some text here. You know, maybe a size comparison between a human and whatever this is. Right. I want a really funny name for these guys, like something that's more whimsical. What I was thinking is um the ha ba baga, because that sounds really funny, and they're kind of funny creatures. The hababaga. And then this is like a normal human, and just depicting their size. Maybe we can put that here, and then we'll have more description of them here, right? And then it's like a book where it's like half there, um something like that. Yeah, I think it's cute, right? It's like a, the inspiration came from what was the name movie called? Zootopia. The goat villain at the end. Spoilers for Zootopia, and as well as the those creatures in Star Wars. So I just kind of combined them both, and so I was thinking I was drawing this shape, and I wanted to be a more creepy shape. And then while I was sketching, I saw this shape in my sketch. It's like, oh, okay, that kind of looks like the goat from Zootopia, as well as the I don't remember what they're called, but in Star Wars there are these hooded creatures. So I kind of came up with these creatures. Initially, they were going to be villains. They could still be. I'm still workshopping what they are at the moment. I just like their design. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to laying out this. So I'm really what I'm doing now is laying out the page. Uh, my regulars have seen me do this a million times already. I'm just gonna run through them really quickly. And those creatures will be for my second book, right? The I don't know. I'm not gonna even gonna try. Bestiary. Fuck. That sounds so. That sounds so dirty. I want these panels and below to be a little bit bigger, like that. Smaller, just a little bit smaller. Something like this. Okay, kind of looks good. Impact from the punch. Almost like he's getting stabbed. I just went back this stream for a minute and saw Peak. Where did you see that? This dude is my favorite manga. Oh, who? Which dude? Okay, so I'm just preparing them for. Uh, so when I lay them out, I gotta do this. This is actually client work. I did this a long time ago. My art style is just a slightly different since because the client paused the project for a bit, and now we're just getting back to it. So I don't want to waste a good drawing. Um, Jingo's pub. Sorry, Jingo. Hello, everyone. Hey, man. Bio Phoenix. Welcome to the stream. I'm your favorite mangaka. Nice. I'm not there yet. Soon though, I'll be your favorite mangaka. I'm kidding. I'm joking, everyone. All right. Is this not a? Am I drawing? I've been drawing with gray all this time. An artist forever. I'm flattered, man. Looks so cool. Hey, thanks. I'm glad that I get to continue this manga thing. Like I said, this page you're seeing right now on screen was about to be canceled, but fortunately the client decided to continue the story, so I get to redo this. I think he's missing a little bit here. I kind of want to just get rid of this thing. and make his feet sort of like a panel divider. And yes, it's because I'm being lazy and creative. I think it's a dope idea. It's been so long since I've drawn this guy. I probably don't know how to draw him anymore from memory. I did get a copy of Billy Bat from Nowaki Orosawa's recently. Glad to find it came out officially. Billy Bat. I have not heard of that before. Looks so cool. I wanna check that out. Ah, okay. Is this it right here? This looks old school, man. Yeah, I'm glad to see people are still buying these old school manga. They deserve a lot of love. Where's my chat? There it is. I didn't do much hatching lines with these old drawings of mine because I used to draw them slightly differently. Which I need to go back to that art style for this specific client, just for this client. Okay, you'll see me render this later, and you'll see how different it is than my normal art style. Okay, it's from the same mangaka who made Monster and the 20th Century Boys who I also love. What's your favorite genre in anime or manga? Action, romance, or surprise, suspense? It has to be action. I mean, yeah, I grew up with Dragon Ball and Ghost Fighter, so that has to be my shonen has to be my favorite, right? It's like in my DNA. Um, I know it's a pretty cliche answer, but I also enjoy other mangas too. Like I love sports anime. Well, there's only one sports anime that I've watched. Okay, so and I loved it. Um, my library of anime are mostly from the 90s and early 2000s. I haven't really watched too many recent animes, to be honest with you. Well, maybe you can consider Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, those kind of things, Chainsaw Man as modern animes, right? They're pretty good too. Rerun was pretty good. I think Rerun is a very well written manga. Even if you just take out all the stuff that Rerun is known for, it can still stand on its own. Nothing wrong with that. I still enjoy OG Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Yu Yu Hakusho. Hell yeah, I know, but it's a cliche answer. People usually want more complex, more nuanced answer to questions like that. I'm really just a casual anime goer nowadays. Okay, I barely have any time to watch anime new ones. Um, it's hard to balance parenting as well as this kind of life anymore. And for people who are new, yes, I am a dad. Take care of my kid. Then my son's not here right now. They'll be back tomorrow, as well as my wife. Hello, yo, what's up? Hey, man. The real Ishak animate. Ishrak animates. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Same dude, I really have actions. One especially, but I like all of the animes though. I've watched one sport anime which is Blue Pog. I've only watched Slam Dunk. Oh, I watched Ippo Hajime no Ippo. I guess that's a sports anime. But in my opinion, Slam Dunk is the greatest sports manga of all time. I'm subbing. Hey, thanks, man. Ooh, W dad. Yeah. Oh, it's hard, man. I'm not a huge fan into sports anime, but I like I saw Hajime no Ippo. I have thoughts about looking into Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is it's like perfect, okay. And also the artist is the same artist as Veg. What is this music? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. This is lower the volume on that. What was I saying? Fuck, I totally forgot. Blue Lock is peak. I should give it a try. I totally forgot what I was saying. Slam Dunk. No, that wasn't it. Animate gore. I don't think it's weird. I have some gore in my own manga. Oh, speaking of that, I also because I've been debating in my mind that if I should add like explicit R-rated gore and shit, and also some romantic um aspect to my own manga too. And I think I'm just gonna go for it. It's something that I want to do, obviously, and I've just been debating in my head if I should do it because I'm not quite sure if my audience will like it. But I think if I do it, the kind of audience that I want to attract will come anyways. And yeah, I think I'll just write that into the story, and if people hate it, then screw them. I once an animator too, but I quit. Why did you quit, man? I think it's really hard. One of those skills that you gotta work really hard to acquire, right? And I'm quite jealous for people who can animate. I heard that even if you don't actively follow basketball, you can still enjoy it for the characters writing, and I want to try it. But the artwork is also amazing. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The art for Slam Dunk is the same artist for Vagabond, and I think he's up there in terms of the quality of art. He's up there with Yasuke Murata for me. It's either him or Inoue Takahiko, right? That's that. Those are like the two pillars of manga art for me at least. Um, but yeah, do gore. It's low key fun to do gore. I wouldn't say it's fun, but it does give a lot more interesting an interesting layer to your story, right? I'm not only thinking about gore. I'm thinking about um like disturbing stuff. Like uh there's this creature, this infestation that um sort of works similar to how the aliens from Aliens, the xenomorph and how they reproduce, but except of face hugger, it's an infestation, like a bacteria that if you inhale it, an alien or like a creature bursts out of your stomach, of your chest, kind of like it gets you pregnant through a it gets you pregnant to a monster. It's things like that, right? Like it's disturbing stuff, and anybody can do it. Can get pregnant. Like a dog can be affected. A man can get affected. A woman can get affected. Insects, things like that. Every living thing can do that. Right, I know, right? It's disturbing stuff. But those will be saved up later for when we go outside of the dredgelands. Most of the stuff inside of the most of the stuff inside of like the story right now, it's pretty tame. I want to do the KJ animations. What's KJ animations? But I just started, so when I started to work on it, I rage quit. I blew. Hey, that's the story for all artists, right? I have no idea how many times I've rage quit with this thing. Okay. All right, that worked. Okay, next one. That's pretty smooth. Should I start again? You should absolutely start again. Hey, it is very time consuming. You're right. It's disturbing. Shut the fuck up. The data is fascinating. Yeah, I got a lot of ideas like that, right? A lot of disturbing shit. I should be checked up, to be honest with you. You know, I should be institutionalized for my ideas. Um, but yeah, I'll save all of the more hardcore gore shit um when the story enters the Dredgelands. I love this song, man. I don't know if you guys know this, but this song is from a game I used to play when I was a kid called Ragnarok. Pretty popular in Southeast Asia. Just give it another shot. All right, I'll be start tomorrow. Thanks for the yeah, man, dude. Just because you're frustrated doesn't mean you should quit. If you quit, you let your frustration win, and you don't want that. Game of Ragnarok, yeah, that's really good. Best game of all time. God of War Ragnarok? No, 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 not God of War. Just Ragnarok. Um, Ragnarok Online. It was an MMO back in 2004. I'm old, guys. I know, right? This is a mess. See these mess here. It will all be covered up later once I turn everything white. It won't be noticeable. If I mastered it, it'll probably make a fan animation for of Jingo's. But God of War is getting a new. I saw that. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Stellar Blade is also getting a new game. I actually haven't played Stellar Blade at all. Um, but I've heard nothing but good things about it from my friends. So and the art style looks good. You know, you play games just to get a feel of the art style, get some inspiration out of it. At least that's how I do it anyway. Okay, move on to the next one. So this is pretty much just rendering. Okay, this is the rendering phase. Sorry, not the rendering phase. The laying out phase. It's like me laying out all the panels, setting up the pages so that I can render them. Throws a spear. Whoops, made a mistake. I still haven't played Stellar Blade yet either. I did try the demo though. It was cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Jingo, do you have an account on TikTok also? Just asking, don't mind. I do have an account on TikTok. But if you already subscribed to my um yeah, YouTube, it's pretty much the same content, except it's just shorts, right? I actually don't know if I have the same um if I have the same name on TikTok as I do here and YouTube. I should have one. I should have it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's jingo.da. I'll just paste it on the thing if you want to look me up. That's my username on TikTok. But I haven't, yeah, well, I haven't heard a single bad thing about Stellar Blade. To be honest with you, I'm kind of, it's on my list of things that I want to play. Throws a spear at him, catches it, and then stabs the guy. Okay, that should be it. Oh, this one. Oh crap, his hair. Okay, that's it. Pretty much it. I'll just fix this later when I drew more when I can draw more of this creature, right? Let's just exit this for now. Focus on all of our panels. Um, this manga is for a client. It's a pretty wild manga where these guys here are inflicted with dragon lust, and they can't perceive gold with food. So she's eating a coin, a gold coin here, but she perceives it as like a burger, for example. Um, but she doesn't know because she's obsessed with, the curse is like um making her obsessed with gold, and it's been with her so long that she perceives gold as food, as like normal food. Actually, they all do. Yeah. This is like a new manga that I'm working on. It's not my story. It's a client story. They're also cannibals, by the way. This girl exits a room, and there's kind of like a gold room here because she perceives it as food, but she was really eating people. What's the name of the manga? I actually don't know the name of the manga. My client doesn't even have that yet. He just has this wild imagination. Um, but yeah, this manga has I've been working on this for a very long time. It's now on volume 2, I think, and you can find it on Tapas. It's called Soul Arms. I think we're on chapter 16. This will be chapter 19, I think, but I don't think it's out yet. The three chapters aren't out yet because we stopped the project for a while. We're just getting back into it this week. So Soul Arms, a fair warning though, some of the earlier pages, I hired a background artist who apparently used AI. So it kind of sucks. It kind of hurts me because I've been working with this for so long, right? This manga, I'm really proud of it. But because there's some AI into it, I find it very difficult to promote. Okay, and I gotta give that disclaimer every single time. It sucks. And I'm kind of going back through all of the more obvious AI art for the background and redrawing some of them, but it takes a long time. We're like around 500 pages now, and maybe a little bit less than half of that there are AI stuff in there. Some of them are not too obvious, which I'm okay with, to be honest with you, because I don't want to go back the entire 500 pages, right? So I'll just redraw some of the more obvious ones. But yeah, this really breaks my heart because I put a lot of love into this, and now I just make my own background, right? Because of the background asset pack thing. You guys know the entire thing. Um, Sounds pretty interesting. I followed you up. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm not really active on TikTok that much. Well, what I do is just I break down my videos and turn them into short form, and then I upload it to TikTok. Okay, let's get into continue rendering this thing. That's too bad. To be fair, a lot of us got tricked by that. Yeah, well, this was back in 2023, and it was getting hard to tell if something was manga, something was AI. I mean, even now it's getting really hard to tell. Personally, I don't really care anymore if something is AI or not. I mean, I care, but what I mean to say is that um I don't really care if somebody use AI. I don't want to be a gatekeeper. If they want to use AI, just let them use AI. I don't care about that anymore. It's a losing battle, man. Uh, yeah, but it just breaks my heart that I can't promote that. What's the thing I do? Okay, right, render. Let's turn this white. Okay, let's turn the background white, and I need my half tones. Turn everything gray. Akadi Studios. I'm new here, but sick art style. Thanks, man. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, welcome, man. Yeah, dude. It's just me relaxing here with a couple of people. Pretty chill day. Just drawing, talking about random shit. Did you guys follow that story about the Legos? It's got me, man. It's really fascinating. If you guys are not familiar, there was uh this old guy whose Legos got stolen. $200,000 worth of Legos got stolen, I think, by this company called Bricks and Minifigs. I saw a couple things about the Lego. It's pretty crazy stuff. It's pretty crazy, I know. It's funny too because Ben, the YouTuber who made it viral, he's a funny guy. But yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen with that. The police is also involved in shit, and now the company is trying to save face by backtracking some of the things that they said before. It's really funny. I love seeing I love watching slops like that because it kind of it kind of pins like these small people, like like small everyday people against these businesses, like a David and Goliath situation. I forgot to draw his weapon on his back here. Let's just draw an indication, something like that. Good enough. Okay, one down. Let's move on to the next page. I don't think I need to gray turn them all gray. Just the ones that are like obviously gray. Like he's mostly white, except for his car maybe. The guys in black. The guys in black. Do they hunt demons, monster, or something? What do they do? Well, they don't really hunt demons, but this guy is attacking their village in this situation. So they're just defending it. They've never seen anything like this before in the story. Everything that has to do with monsters exists. Well, the thing is that their world exists in this like dome barrier kind of situation, like similar to Attack on Titan. But instead of a wall, it's more like a shield energy shit thing. And the monsters are like outside of this wall, and then the creatures are inside, right? And then they for 2,000 years, they not a single creature from outside the bear has entered until this day. Now that I think about it, it's really reminiscent of Attack on Titan, right? I know. uh, and they're kind of wondering why because the barrier, they call it the divine barrier. It acts like Goku's spirit bomb or a Thor's hammer, where only the worthy can enter the barrier. So those are humans, right? And everything that has bad intentions can't go inside of the human world. And suddenly now this thing is like, oh, why is this thing here? So they figured something out how to bypass the worthiness charm of the barrier. It's something like that. I love mystery stories like those. Attack on Titan season one was probably my favorite season because there was a lot of unanswered questions that really drew me in to the story. Like I wanted to know what the hell was going on, right? I guess a lot of us felt that way when we were watching it. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the same thing that I'm doing here. I want something that exists outside beyond any form of comprehension, which is the world outside the barrier. Pretty cool to see how panels start getting more depth by just some details, touches here. Oh yeah, yeah, we're gonna get really in depth later too. Once we get into the background, it's gonna look insane. I forgot to add this detail for his weapon. I'm gonna re-edit. It's not a big deal. I remember adding this detail and then I thought that okay, let's just forget about it. But I I forgot to erase this part. But now that I'm looking at it again, it's kind of growing on me. I kind of wanted to, you know, put back. So he brings out his weapon, his Makuhito. I think that's what it's called. Anybody in chat wants to correct me on that? I'm happy to be corrected. Okay, that sounds interesting. I hope so. Chapter one is already out, by the way. This is already like I'm in the middle of chapter two. If you ever want to read that, chapter one, I'll send you the link. Okay. How many readers do I have now? Close to 6,000. That's pretty. That's pretty cool. I'll send it on Twitch too. Give me one sec. Okay, that should be it. So if you guys will ever want to read chapter one of this manga, right there, it's available. Leave a like, leave a comment. You know the stuff. You know how it is. Give me feedback. Uh, give me some feedback. Leave a like. Things that I can improve in terms of writing, drawing, paneling, stuff like that. I'm open to criticism, and don't hold back too. Be as honest as you can be. There are some things that I kind of regret doing on chapter one. To be honest with you guys, I'll just be a bit candid here. Is I wish I introduced the reason why the story is important, but in chapter one, my goal was to world build more than anything, and so I kind of left out the reason why you want to care about these characters, right? What their goal is, what their missions are, until chapter two. So I'm fixing that with chapter two, but I kind of wish I did that on chapter one, just to hook the viewers a lot faster. I like Manga Plus. I prefer the way you turn pages instead of scrolling down. I think Manga Plus is really more for manga, right? And that's what it's for. Um, but yeah, I like that too. I am gonna convert the entire thing into a web comic webtoon type situation, just to get more eyes on it, right? Wanna check it out too? Thanks, man. What's missing here? I think I can draw more. Um, what you call it? Wait. This should be wrong. like that. And then let's draw some nails. I forgot to draw the nails. So his hand is a bit corrupted, right? So there's gonna be nails all over, even in places where it's not. Okay, that looks good. All right, next page. We're powering through these guys. I need to redraw some of this. Ooh. Let's start with the simplest one. I'm sure a lot of people first chapters they think could change improve. Yeah, I know. I'm maybe I'm just being too hard on myself, right? But you know what? You're right. I'm gonna stick to my guns and just leave chapter one as is. I think that has been part of a lot of my problems too. Is because I've changed the manga so much since I started writing this because I was too afraid that it's too much like this, it's too much like that, and I ended up not publishing anything for the longest time until recently where I decided to okay, who cares? Let's just go on with it. And now I'm doing it again. I'm doing the thing again, man. I'm doing the self-doubting thing again. It's just really hard to render, to be honest. There's a lot of detail. And it's not just detail, right? Like really difficult to draw details, especially with half tones. They're a lot harder to control than normal gray tones here. So 'cause the dots go everywhere, man. Whoops. I don't know how that's gonna look. I'm actually debating if I should just add gray instead of using half tones because they're kind of annoying to work with, and they don't look good up close, right? They look okay. They don't look good. I'm just gonna stick with it. It's okay. But I'm just about done with half tones, to be honest with you. I hate it, but I gotta do it. Veins here. And the monster hand can strip into claws. Yeah. He has one of his hands is kind of cut off, and then on here it grows back into kind of like this claw thing, right? So It's dismembered here by this panel where the guy slashes it off, but it grows back. Where is it? Where the heck was I drawing? There it is. I think the first chapter has a few familiar ideas that are inspired, but don't feel like a shameless ripoff, which is good. Well, thanks. There are some inspiration that I really took from, um, that are noticeably obvious, but there are some things that I kind of also came up by myself, which is I think it's important, right? Whenever you're taking inspiration from, it's not a good idea to just copy the thing one to one. It's also a good idea to add something of your own. And this is so messy. A lot of things to clean up. Okay. So this thing grows out of them. But there's nothing wrong with that. Ah, yeah, I think so too. Okay. There are some things that I thought was original, and then I figured out later that, oh, this thing has already been done. But of course it has. You know what I mean? Like you think of, oh, this would be so cool. I haven't seen anything like this, and then you see something like it. Like, damn it! I thought I had something original there. But I'll tell you a bit more about the story overall. When I first started writing it, I actually wanted a One Punch Man type character, a very, like kind of like solo leveling type, where this overpowered protagonist just showed out of nowhere. And then I found that this is actually kind of boring to write. So I shifted up a little bit, and then I decreased the main character's power, and also the main character. The first time I wrote her, um, she was pretty boring, to be honest. She was a bit mopey. You know what I mean? And then I wanted to write something more like Full Metal Alchemist, where it's a dark story, but it's told in a very fun way with very fun characters to accompany it. So I wanted to do something like that. So I thought, okay, let's do something like that and just like Full Metal Alchemist, we'll have oh crap, I put that in the wrong layer. And just like Full Metal Alchemist, we'll also have a dual protagonist situation. So I added a second protagonist. One example is the part with the moon makes me think of Majora's Mask, but it's clearly not trying to be a clone. Oh, that's not actually a moon. It's like a worm that has like a circle for a head, and it gets destroyed in the next page. You'll see its body, and if you zoom in, below it, you'll see the mountains that he's standing over. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big monster. Um, but I wanted to give a taste of what's outside of the barrier that they were looking at, right? A monster outside a barrier, right? Um, that was one of my goals for chapter one is to intrigue people with whatever it is that's hiding, that's looming behind the barrier. But that's a nice callback, man. Majora's Mask. What a sick game. Oh wow. Okay, I must have missed that detail, but it still looks amazingly cool. Hey, thanks. It does have a face that looks like a moon, right? It's a pretty funny face. Uh, to be honest with you, I that design was a bit different, and I actually got lazy a little bit, and then I ended up drawing something simple. But my laziness, um, I think I like this design, the design of that creature more than what I originally had. Right, the laziness wasn't out of like something came out of my laziness. Is what I'm trying to say. Everyone seems to be using an Aztec weapon called the Makuhito. Yeah, it is a Makuhito. Yeah, that's right. I don't know how you pronounce that thing though. I just say Makuhito. Um, I got the idea from the very first manga. Well, not manga, sorry, web comic that I made back in 2020. I did this Aztec inspired comic book. It's like a web comic, a manhwa thing, style. You know, the scrolling pages thing. That was my first ever serious project back in 2020, and the main character there wields a gigantic makuhito. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring that weapon to my manga too. I like that. It's a really brutal weapon. It maims you instead of kills you. It maims you. It also kills you. Okay, that looks good. It already breaks his sword here. Not sure if you can see that. And then he uses whatever that's left and it bends it. Then he winds up for a punch, and then the next page he gets punched. Is this even the right hand? The left hand. Okay, wait, right hand. Okay, he punches it with his. Oh, you know what? This is wrong then. Yeah. Oh crap. Because that's his right hand, and that's his right hand. It should be the other way around, right? You know what? We can easily fix this, okay? But I'll fix this later once I finish with the background. Actually, you know what? I can probably fix that now. Just give me a sec. So if I use the lasso tool, you just cut out the drawing part of this panel. There we go. And then I flip him up like this. Okay, that looks kind of okay-ish. Let's draw a little bit more of him. That looks good. There you go. Salvaged it. Hey, I need to draw more of his feet, don't I? Salvaged. Okay. That was pretty good. I like that. That's fine. So now that's his left hand. Yeah, left hand, left hand. Oh, this one's wrong too. Damn it. Right hand. Okay, we can still fix this. I could with the lasso tool again. This is like one of my weakness, right? Let's take him. I should have take the entire thing and cut, turn that back. But now this thing, whoops, the other panel is now broken because it's that's now the oh no, that's the right hand. Is that the right hand? That is the right hand. That's the right hand. Left hand, right hand, right hand. Okay, good, good. So it's not broken then. There you go. Easily fixed. Okay. There's a lot of those that I need to watch. Like this one again. This one's wrong again, isn't it? Left hand. That's correct. Right hand. That's correct. So this one's not correct. That's okay. I'll fix all the inconsistencies later. But they can easily be fixed by just flipping the drawing. A lot of them can be done that way. This guy's really hard to draw than normal people because I can't really use the lasso tool as much as I want to with him because there's so many parts that are just sticking together that if I use the lasso tool, it's gonna mess it up a little bit. If I do this, for example, right, it's not going to select the. I can probably do it a little bit. See, if I do this, it's gonna delete some parts that I don't want it to delete. You're on face cam, by the way. And why am I on face? Yeah, it does that sometimes. I didn't even press anything. So weird. Uh, was I on face cam the entire time that I was explaining how I was flipping the canvas? So the inconsistencies aren't as obvious. Okay. Done. I noticed in a moment. Okay. Uh, for some of these poses, by the way, you might recognize it. because I actually took and copied some of the poses I got from Pinterest. I didn't really copy them one to one, but I took it. I just use it as a reference. And sometimes when you use those as a reference, they kind of become a bit obvious. Like this, I think this pose is really obvious that I got it from another artist. Ooh, almost done. I think this one's the last one. Oh no, there's one more after this. All right, this thing. Oh no, there's one more. This thing. Oh, there's so much. I'm gonna take a stretch. Oh crap, my back just cracked. Felt good though. Oh crap. There's like one, two, three, four more. Let's do this one, yeah? This one's pretty easy. And this is what I mean by not using a screen tone. This art style is different from what I am doing now because it's a bit older. It's an older project, so I don't draw like this anymore. But I still need to cater to the original art style, right? So I have to go back to that just for this project. Okay. I heard you heard that crack, did you? Jeez, was it that strong? Because that was pretty strong. Felt good though. This guy has brown skin, so we'll leave it like this. This is so much easier to render this way without the screen tones. I'm thinking of just going back to this because screen tones is so annoying to work with, but it's just more faithful to the manga art style that I'm willing to put up with it. You know, you never know if it gets better. Oh, this is Lord of the Rings, the music. I gotta switch it up. I know I like Lord of the Rings too, but I'm gonna get tagged for copyright. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I got three more to go. I'm just gonna power through them. Okay, two more. It's so dirty. A lot of the messiness will be uh covered up once I actually do the background. Catches the spear. The size of the spear is a bit inconsistent, isn't it? It's okay. I can work with it. I actually want to extend this fight scene before it ends, because there's supposed to be two of them here that are this fighting this monster, but I'm only showing one of them, and the second one he just helps out by throwing the spear, which is pretty. It makes him pretty useless. I don't like it. So maybe I'll add, depending on how I end this, maybe I'll add two more pages to showcase the fight. And when I say depending on how I end the chapter, what mean is that if I reach 50 pages or more, I won't extend it. But if I'm below that, I'll just add new pages. I want to cap my chapters to 50, and I know these are like really long chapters than your normal manga, right? More like a monthly series, or in my case, a bi-monthly series, once every 2 months. If I could probably get some help, I could probably make this into a weekly, but there's just a lot of things I want to do, and life outside of my work, I gotta take care of stuff like that. Not to mention actual work, right? Okay, last one, and then we'll be doing the background. I'm really excited about that because it really adds another layer of depth to the page. Right now, they just feel bland, right? They feel flat, like they're floating in some nowhere space. Ah, two more panels. These are some of the hardest panels, to render. Let's just power through them. All right, that should be done. Now, just the background. Oh, my back hurts so much. It's something broken. Well, not broken, but my muscles is kind of tensing up on my back. Kind of need to stretch every now and then. Ooh. So these guys are in a beach. Luckily, I have brushes for these. Okay. Where is my beach brush? There it is. Finally, we're doing the background. Now let's add some buildings. There'll be some sort of small concrete buildings around them. It's also a small village. No, too big. So I have these brushes that makes allows me to cheat a little bit. Yeah. See, maybe we could use the top part here as some sort of infrastructure in the background, like that. Perspective doesn't make sense, doesn't it? Maybe we can just use the bottom part then. Ah, and just fix it up so it's in perspective. There you go. And way in the distance, let's add some mountains. Actually, a cliffside, right? In the distance. Some forest in the background here. Some greeneries. It's black and white, so you can be forgiven by just being really rough with it. Okay. The beach part, you shouldn't be able to see, but let's at least draw a little bit of it right here. Okay, that looks good. For the sky, um, clouds, just make it gray for a bit, make it a bit brighter. Okay, let's take a white. Where's my edge clouds? Edge. There it is. Why is that so dark? It looks so dark. Okay. Ah, that's so much better. Add some birds. I believe there were some ships here too. No, I'll leave the ships out. This is fine. There's gonna be some dialogue boxes here that covers most of the sky. That's why there's a lot of space there. But that's done. Okay. Well, that's not done. We still need to render the shadows. I remember it's a different art style. Damn it! What happened? Ugh. Okay, there it is. Sorry. Today's the 6th. Okay. I'll render all of this tomorrow. I'll prioritize my work first. The guy in the black got his hand cut off. Or was it off? What was it again? Was it crushed? Oh, it got cut off. It's right. Where is it? Right here. Cuts right here. Um, right. And then he attacks, pulls out his weapon, and he starts attacking right around here. Dashes forward with his weapon, and his hand is kind of growing a little bit. Right. There's some tentacles here, some parasite within him. Um, and until it fully grows here, and he uses it to punch like this. And then right before he attacks, his friend throws him a spear, catches it, and stabs him. Now they're in a tussle, and he's about to. I kind of want to. Now that I think about it, right? I'm kind of monologuing here. What's happening? Maybe we can add something like this. Let's see. Right, so like his claws. Um, right, right. That looks cool. What do you guys think? One of my panels is the big guy spitting blood, very expressive. Oh, this one? Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, I think that's cool. Like his claws is foreshortened towards. I'm gonna add it. Okay. Well, we'll add it as a separate layer, so we'll just draw it like this. I don't wanna. disturb the drawing. You like how it looks? Thanks, man. Okay. Wait a minute. Why is it like this? And let's turn it on. Oh, that looks sick. That looks sick. I like it. We'll keep it. Um, Background, right? That's what I'm. That's why I blanked out there for a bit. Background. Let's turn this white. And I have a. This is supposed to be grassy plains. So let's add a grassy texture. This one? No. Oh, this could work. Oh, it's more like rocky. Yeah, this one's good. Like if I found your channel yesterday, I faked that Kodakawa contest video. You faked? Or do you mean you hate? Thumbs up? Hey, thanks, man. But yeah, welcome to the channel, I guess. I we just do some manga stuff. If you're into manga, you like drawing in general, give your boy a bit of a like and subscribe, eh? This is me begging for likes. I never thought in a million years that I'll be doing this, but it's fun. Maybe some bush, bit of a bush behind him. Don't forget the trees, and um we'll access our background pack. I need my houses. Give me one moment. It takes a while to open. It's quite a big file by now. I saw that vid. Okay, no worries, man. I knew it was a typo. I just didn't know what you were trying to say there. I'm glad you're having fun with it. It's pretty fun. Yeah. So these thatch houses is gonna go. Where is it? Where's my here? Let me erase this and give these two some room to tussle. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's redo all of that. I took at process and anatomy in general. Uh, I kind of do too, actually. But a bit of knowledge goes far, I guess. What should I suggest you do is um start with simple shapes, I suppose. I have a guide on how to draw the hand on my channel. If you check that out, I simplify how to draw a hand in a very simple way. When I had idea, he had one idea I had was getting different artists to make chapters, break illustrations featuring my characters in their style, similar to which hat chapter breaks. I don't think which hat has different artists though. You guys, because of the motivation, I'm working on my anime. Hey, there you go. Yeah, just dude, you just gotta keep working on it, even if it still sucks right now. Right, what you're doing, just keep going at it until you don't. Right. I'm not saying that you suck. I'm saying that if you feel like your work suck, it's totally fine. I feel that way about my drawings too. Come back to animation, say it's calling to you, man. Um, Consider this as a sign. I can send it in Discord. Of course you can. That's what the Discord is for. Maybe some trunks here are kind of cut off. No, that's okay. Let's just add some bush. Fine. Kind of like that. Let's keep it. Add the sky and some clouds. I don't like those. It doesn't. It doesn't. But I mean, similar idea where having a fun illustration between chapters. On yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, 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 yeah. I actually want to do that too. That's a good idea. You come live every day in what channel? Um, I just send it over to digital or to the manga update. Doesn't matter. You come live every day. Not every day. Saturday and Sunday. Actually, I plan to extend that very soon on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I want to do more gaming stuff. So maybe Sunday, Monday there'll be gaming. Friday, Saturday will be art. Or I could stick to the Friday, Saturday theme, and then draw and then play games right after, right? Just to cool off. Um, that'd be cool. I don't know yet. I'm still figuring that out. I need to wait for my wife and kid to come home so I can actually fix my schedule around them. So I don't want to decide before then. They'll be home tomorrow. I'm kind of excited because I've been feeling a bit kind of lonely in my house, to be honest with you. It's boring without you know. There's my kid's not here to annoy me. I mean, my kid, right? I have one son. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's so quiet. I don't have anybody else to watch animes with, so I'm not really watching anything right now. Yes, very excited to see your goat gaming. Like, imagine, bro, cooks and draw and games. I don't know about cook. You guys are getting me to do some crazy stuff, eh? Earlier, some you wanted me to sing. Now you want me to cook, and I just want to make this dark. Yeah, that looks good. Well, on the final stages, which I won't be able to do today, there will be some effects. Um, let's say something like this, right? Some effects like that. So obviously, I'm making it a bit simplistic right now, and then we can add uh like kanji katakana characters, which I usually like to draw in red. Let's say ga, right? How do you write the A again? Wait, hold on. Uh, that's A, right? I need to fix my. I need to catch up on my. Uh, that's A. That's A, right? In katakana. Any Japanese here? Um, but I need to brush up on my Japanese. Like ga, like a sound that this guy is making. What's a sound for like splatter, right? Or in Japanese. Sorry, gotta go to work on my animations. And good luck. Hey, good luck to you too, man. Look, if once you're done, you send it to me on this Discord, okay? So yeah, we'll add things like this. More streamlines here, I think. Yeah, we'll do that in the final stages. Okay, next page. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm kind of tired at the moment. Give me like 5 minutes, yeah. Ooh, man, I need to brush up on some Japanese because I don't remember much of the characters anymore. I still can read a little bit. Ooh. Should we go into gaming now? Because I think I wanna do some gaming. We'll see how this goes. Okay, this is my first time doing a streaming a gaming stream, so I don't know how it's gonna go. Um, it's because last time I did it. Well, that's not right. I did try gaming um before, but my stream kind of lagged. So I'm gonna start gaming now. I'm gonna take a break from drawing for a little bit, and if my stream lags, I'm just gonna let you know that I'm just gonna quit the game and maybe end the stream there. Okay. So let's just do it. Let's play some Path of Exile. Wait. Oh, I forgot to set up my Discord. I mean my OBS. Let's transfer all that here and here. Hopefully it goes well. Takes a while. Should I pause the YouTube? Wait. Bugging out. Just give me a sec, guys. We'll play for a little bit, and then I'm just gonna cool down, and we'll get back to drawing. Is my stream lagging? You guys tell me, okay? Is the stream okay? This is like my first time streaming properly on this new computer. So I don't know if I'm lagging or not. Oh, an elite. One moment, okay, give me a sec. I need to know if I'm lagging. It seems like it's working fine. Oh, I thought it was kind of scared me for a bit. Find a way to do the thing. All right, let's find a way. I'm almost at the end game. But this game is pretty hard, man. I'm not sure if anybody of you actually played Path of Exile, but it's actually quite a hard game. It's pretty complex. I kind of have trouble um, keeping up with it sometimes. Let's detonate this thing. And you're all dead. So my loot, useless loot though. Man, I can't use any of this. Evasion rating, I probably need that. That it? Oh, that was easy. Easy. It took a lot out of me. Well, not really, but I'm a bit tired. So I don't know if I'm lagging, guys. You need to give me feedback here. I can't really tell. I don't think I am. I hope not. All right, here we go. Both time. Easy. It's just me. They made this game really easy. I remember having a hard time with that for the first time when I first played it back a year ago. There is no lag, but there is no game sound. No game sound. Okay, let me fix that. I think it's the audio is low. Let me check my OBS. Oh, wait. I'll fix the sound. Give me a sec. My OBS is not it's not detecting any sounds either. I know what it is though. Give me one moment. Okay. All right, that should fix the sound, right? Let me know if there's you can hear the sound now.
What have you learned?
Oh, to the darkness. Okay. Yep, all fixed. Nah, there we go. Yeah, I think my OBS just wasn't detecting what kind of sound it wanted to. You know what source what sound source it wanted to take the sound from. Jesus Christ, I really need to calm down a little bit. This is what burned out looks like, man.
Something about this grove
Oh,
gives
I
me
hate
the
this place.
You're done! Leggy pests. Need more time.
So many loots. Ow. Damn it. I died. I was too slow there. Alright, never mind. Come on. You gotta be quick when you're about to die. You gotta press my number one for the potion. I mean, you gotta hit the keybind for the potion, which is number one in my case.
not there. It must be down here.
Bye bye.
Ooh, elite.
Need more time.
You dead, bitch. Where the heck is this thing?
Rot before us in eternal autumn. Bell timber bark. Wilt to ruin by word and curse.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Ever dark. Catch their screams and hold them close. Then still their eyes. Deliver them to us by the morn. So the Wendigo may drink
Aha,
them dry.
found ya.
Against
I hate
the
that
dead of
place. It's
night,
too tight in some
the
areas.
backward coils forth and craves. Now you, worthy Fellspring, follow the unlight all your days.
Vile creature.
I'm just powering through this map. I want to get to the end game as fast as I can.
Here it comes. I need a sec.
Wow, there's a lot of content here. Alright, let's start with this. Regal orb.
More time. Not yet. Need a sec.
Oh, it's finished. Okay. Ooh, Iron Rune. That's pretty good. You're dead, bitch.
In a day's work.
Thank you. Gonna upgrade this. There. Regal orb. Do I have that? I do. Alright.
Time to bust
Better
this
not
thing.
die.
Need a sec. Sweat on my brow.
Oh yeah. That's it? That was not worth it. I sacrificed like an exalted orb for that. Oh man.
You're done.
Yeah. think there are two bosses here, I remember.
We swore our oaths to the first ones.
It's gonna be these two.
The same stars that lit their hunt. Yet one.
That one's on me. Not yet.
Ow. They kind of hurt.
Need a sec. Need a sec.
You're dead, bitch. Oh, you're not dead yet? Did you just heal?
Need more time. No mana.
Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty shit cross, bro. Are you gonna come alive? Hmm. Nothing here.
I'll break ya. Not yet. Here it comes.
Where am I going? Crap. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Woo! It's a close one. Alright, boss. After this boss, we'll get back to drawing.
Soon you will serve our master.
Oh, it's a double boss.
I shall do.
I expected to see. That was fun.
Your heart. Your throat. Not yet. Just fight. Fountains fight. Need a sec. Pride. Throat. Take away. From neck to navel. Fountains fight.
You're dead, bitch!
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Evasion.
Pockets are full.
That's right, my pockets are full. That's pretty shitty. Critical damage? Nah, that's pretty shitty. (23% increase evasion rating. That's not bad. Let's keep that. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end it here. I'm really tired. I want to draw more. But I need to eat. I need to eat. I need to clean my house. And I'll do some art off stream. Still that. So it's pretty bad. Yeah, I'll do some art off stream and we'll continue this tomorrow. I'll stream again tomorrow, guys. You guys have a nice day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Whoops. Wait. I can't exit it. Yeah, don't worry.